Welcome back. New four-wheel drive mod today. King's 270-degree awning. They might be crap, but there's only one way to find out. At $399, they're like a third of the price of all the other brands, I think. So I'll give one a crack and I guess see what breaks, if it breaks. So in the kit, if you open up the right-hand side, hidden up in the end here, is this brown bag with these two of these heavy-duty brackets. And then the other ones are hard to find. They're hidden in the folds here in the right-hand side. So just next to those, tied up in these folds, another big brown bag. It's got all your tie-downs, a heap of tie-down pegs, and then the bolts you need to mount the mounts. So you've got 8 of these encapsulated nut with the nylock on the end. They're going to bolt that mount through your roof rack. So I'm going to bolt it through that Ocam aluminium flat rack up there. And then these 8 bolts will slide into the channel on the back here, and then they'll go through those mounts and bolt it on. Should be pretty simple. Haven't read the instructions because I'm a real man. So yeah, let's give it a crack. Soldering required. They give you the most Chinese spanner I've ever seen, 13mm. Everything's encapsulated. That's going to be encapsulated in the track at the back. They're encapsulated in the bracket, so really just doing up the nylock nuts. But I don't really want to use that. So I have low-grade DAC with 13mm tube socket. Those bolts are pretty long, so I'm probably going to need a tube socket. If that's not enough, I've got a high-spec DAC with impact socket. Oh, and a ratchet in case I want to actually do that. And a couple of beers. Gotta stay hydrated. I'm not sure of the positioning of this. I don't want to bolt that flat bar all the way around that round bar there. So I think it's meant to go just inside there. But that'll make it flush with this. Even though that's big, it sits sideways. So hopefully that sits alright. I'll try a position here that's just kind of flush with that edge and see how that sits once I get it on there. Obviously a universal mount. There's an awful lot of bolts sticking out there. Might come back and chop that off with a 1mm cutting disc. Righto, one mount down, let's get the other one on the front. That's a problem. That mount hits under, won't go under my solar panel, so I'm gonna have to go and trim that. Please hold, I'll be back in a minute. Need to take about 3 inches out of this edge. Don't know why I'm measuring in inches, it's metric, but anyway. 3 inches, we'll say there. Cut it down to that radius there. Somewhat. Earmuffs, safety glasses. Try to hold it still while I cut it. 1mm cutting disc. No power. Unplug power. Change cutting disc to the flappy wheel. Make sure you take the time to disconnect the power when you change blades, or you end up with slotted fingers like that. Is it a story for another day? There you go, like I bought one. Yeah. 4 of these. Whoa, also can't get to that back bolt. What a mission. Okay, let's go get a pen. Okay, where do we need the hole? Okay. Let's undo this, go drill some holes. Speed drill. Okay. Step drill makes it easy. There's always time for lube. Tomorrow I'm going to go buy a drill vise. A bit more purchase on it. Righto, that's one. Use that one to mark this one. Okay. The problem with drilling around holes is now the encapsulated nuts is not going to work, so I'm just going to lay a quick tack on there to hold them still. That's on. Next up, you undo these little Velcro things on the end, take this plastic cap out and fit these 8 bolts in this channel. You want 4 at one end, 4 at the other end, get them roughly in the right position, then it's going to go up there, and then throw it up. Yeah, dismount.
It's a lot harder than you would think.
What?
It's not seem to line them all up at once.
Wiggle.
Hey?
Wiggle them.
They're on. They're not tight.
No. Righto, she's on loosely. And as far as I know, this back corner is going to need to line up with the back face of that because that's where it's going to swing around. So I'll get that lined up. Pass me the Dacadac. You know why it's called Dacadac?
Just the noise it makes.
Yeah. Righto, professional. Dacadac. Don't go too nuts.
Like it's not doing
No, it's
anything.
spinning. Keep going. That's it. That next one. See how it stopped when it's hot?
I can't see the bolts.
Look at you, MIG welding one day. I can ship them there.
My scar today.
Would you tell them the story?
Yeah. He's like, oh, this. He's got it when I was welding on the weekend. I'm like, oh, what were you welding? I'm like, oh, I just built a toy hauler. They're like, what's a fucking toy hauler? I was like, no, it's not. But I will.
Take my 6 months of fucking glory. I feel like these bolts could have been shorter. Might be in my review. Done. My install quality is in proportion with the price of the awning. Rough. But will it work? Going camping this weekend. Time will tell. I might set it up for fun, even though I'm running out of daylight. Set it up and give it a test. And drink more beers. Looks alright on the car, hard to see, it's getting a bit dark. Doesn't look overly big. That's what she said. Probably can't see shit in this light, but it's not terrible. Yeah. Heap of shade. I think the weak point is going to be this center point up here. Twists and carries on. I wonder if we can make a stronger one of those. Or brace it somehow. But anyway, provides a shitload of shade. It's fairly taut. See how it lasts this weekend. So as you would have seen, this video is not really a review. It's just a real quick dodgy install. But what I'm looking for is other people's reviews. What's broken on these King's awnings? Where did it break? Send me a photo on Instagram or email. Because they're like $400. You can get some other $400 ones from BCF, other places like that. They're only the Chinese ones anyway. Even the Oz tent from Anaconda, $7.99. I don't know about the quality of that. You're really looking at the $1,200 mark before you start to get into some proper name brands like Darchi, 23-0, all that sort of stuff. And yeah, obviously they're a much better design, but they're 3 times the price. So what breaks on these that makes them not viable? That's what I'm kind of looking for. And as you can see in here, there's a bit of fabrication gear. I've got TIG, MIG, lathe, all sorts of, you know, pro hobby level I'd call it, fabrication gear. Got 3D printers, you know. I want to see what breaks. I want to see if I can fix it. And maybe it's just a common point that breaks. I can make some little bracket for it, beef something up, and then you can just buy a $399 awning plus maybe a $50 bracket, and you got a 270-degree awning that actually works and lasts a lifetime. Currently I'm about 4 to 5 months into the full aluminium toy hauler build. You can check the playlist for that. It's on here as well. I'll tag it up the top here somewhere. And I'm having camping withdrawals pretty bad, so long weekend coming up this weekend for Labor Day. It's also my birthday, so win-win. Yeah. Gonna load up the Prado with the camping gear that was in the 4x4 camper trailer, throw the other shit in my box trailer, and go drink beers down the beach nearby. So good opportunity to test out the new awning and a bit of other gear that I bought. So yeah, we'll see if it makes it through the first weekend, if nothing breaks, and then we'll go from there. If you like this sort of content, yeah, obviously like, share, subscribe, all that sort of good stuff. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.